Against a very experienced opponent in Chris Melling. Melling's been a Mosconi Cup player in the past. Not only that, he's been a Mosconi Cup MVP. So this, one of the most intriguing matches of the day. A very good choice to put on the main table to start day 3. Well, I don't know about you, Scott. I think both of us have our eyesight going a little bit at our age, but even if it wasn't, it'd be hard to tell who's won that lag.
Yeah, and a lot of times. Kaci.
Kaci has already played and beaten one British player this week. Later that year, got to the semi-finals of this World Championship.
Yeah, and I think this rack is really important.
All right, so for anyone new to this, a prop firm is a platform that allows you to trade with somebody else's capital. Basically, you trade with their capital, and you guys split the profits, so you don't have to use your own.
Yeah, exactly.
He also became the youngest ever Mosconi Cup player.
And I think that's kind of the elephant in the room. Sometimes the car accident, it is a reality. It's a thing that he struggles with a little bit. The arm, which is his bridge arm.
Soon after that, got to the quarterfinals and then had the accident that ended his year.
Yeah, he was trying to make a decision there. I was going to say, yeah, little let up there.
So he's made slightly harder work of it than might have been anticipated earlier on. And Eklent Kaci, last year's runner-up, leads Britain's Chris Melling 1-0. So one of the best breakers in the business. Didn't make the one in the side in the opening rack, but he has this time.
Well, the 3 is what provided that option, but caught it real heavy, Michael, which seemed quite a bit easier.
So Yorkshireman Chris Melling, 46 years of age. He's beaten by Carlo Biado. He's been to the last 16 of the World Championship 4 times in total. The most recent of those was only last year. He's won the 9-ball at the Derby City Classic as well. As I said, he's played in a couple of Mosconi Cups. One in London when he was MVP. Been in teams that have got to the quarterfinals of that on 5 occasions. Yet to go any further, though.
His cue ball is not his best thing in the game. His shot making is clearly what stands out to all of us. It goes all around the world. Everybody's probably familiar with where he makes one of the craziest outs ever filmed on camera. And it was under big pressure.
So Kaci took on the ambitious cut, didn't make it, and Chris Melling did the rest. So we're level.
Yeah, first breakoff was real good. The second one's pretty good. The cue ball got kissed low, but I think the 2's going to clear. Well, I'll think again. The green 6 hasn't.
Couldn't play draw shots, and the tip was changed only an hour before the match, but won anyway.
Okay, a couple of signs. That tells Chris a lot. A couple of missed balls on the same ball.
Handled it absolutely perfectly.
As I was saying earlier, I think Melling's attitude is he doesn't actually care who he's playing. He barely even takes notice of it. And I was chatting to him earlier. He was saying, look, I've only myself to blame. And if I don't get the 9 chances, just move on. It's just the sort of frame of mind you need in Q Sports.
Yeah, and he's really always had that frame of mind, Michael, whereas I think if some of the great younger players, you know, in the guys in between in the 28 to 33 area, as far as age, had that mindset, they do some real damage.
Melling's doing damage to last year's runner-up in the early stages of this match. He did lose the opening rack without being involved in it, but he's won 2 in a row since then.
He's got the one down again. That's a great sign. Touching on Feder Gorse, though, that's unfamiliar territory for him. And this might be a little thin on the 2, though. This is something I was looking at. I don't exactly know where you're going to go with this. Okay, he's going to try and roll through it. Just laying the 2 up. Yeah, it's been the 2 ball every time. Did he get away with this? Where it would kind of turn towards the pocket. Yeah, see the speed at which he hit it? It's always going to grab enough to go towards the pocket, even if it's a little thin. I think that was very well done, really.
There've only been 2 British champions, Daryl Peach in Quezon City back in 2007 and Darren Appleton in Doha in 2012.
Been to, well, I don't think he's been anywhere since Bosnia. Really love the stroke when he gets through the ball like this. Got too much out of it. I might have to contest with clever.
Regarded as pretty routine for him to go a couple clear here. So, Kaci won the opening rack in fairly short order, but it's not been going his way since. 3 in a row for Chris Melling. He now leads by 3 racks to 1. Is Chris Melling as he breaks in rack 5.
A little high with the 1 this time. Maybe a bit thick. Notice the cue ball way up table. Now that'll give him some confidence right there. Rock solid. Well, he's drawn above it, Michael. What a great play that was.
We still talk so much about that epic final.
I think he's gonna be okay here. Yeah, it was actually a great look right there.
So looks like job done now. And after losing 3 in a row, Kaci has got that one, so he's back to just a single rack behind now.
And there's the power, but the 1 short again. That's going to need to change for Kaci. I'm sure it will. It's not going to cut off the left side of the table. This is okay. Well, how did he do? That's about as good as you could ask for in that situation with position. Oh boy, you could see right away, Michael, that that was going to be heavy. clever decision there.
And then he was a real struggler at the Reyes Cup. Had a very poor week there, straight after Hanoi. A bit better in the Mosconi.
Nothing but net. That's going to get away from him. This is kind of his downside, as he'll get a little bit of a loose cue ball from time to time. He does have to catch it going in. Ah, very clean. Very clean. Now. Oh, he's decided to kick the 5 towards the side. He's got away with one here. Watch at the speed at which he hits it. He doesn't overpower this. He is so good at this shot. Yeah, he was trying to dig in behind it. You see there the look up to the sky.
As I said, he finished last year playing in both of the team events for Europe. Getting a load of points on the board, and that's the job done.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was just thinking. Right at the beginning of this, I said, you know, he just hasn't been playing a lot of pool, but don't think he can't make the finals or win this event again.
I started Tai Chi at 50. Now I'm 68, and doctors ask me for advice.
But a lengthy 6th rack goes the way of Eklent Kaci nonetheless, and he is back level again. It's 3-all.
Needs to get the 1 down.
And the 9 going down as well is always a bonus. Well, the last rack was a long drawn-out affair.
So a big break for Melling, no pun intended.
Yeah, I think maybe the cue ball just won the race and dropped into the side before the 9 dropped in the corner. Anyway, either way, of winning his match, he's 8-1 up against Daniel Maciol, who got to the semi-finals of the European Open earlier in the year. Play again till tomorrow.
And this is a must finish here for Melling. Maybe a pinch of inside. That'll get it done. The upper right. Now he wants to come around. Very well done. Created a big angle out of that slight angle he had there.
Well, we've only had one golden break on the main table so far in the championship. We would have had another if the cue ball had stayed out of the side pockets. But when it went in, Melling was given ball in hand, and he took care of business from there. And Lu Ri-Teng now 3-2 up on Mickey Kraus. Melling leads 4-3 here.
If you're ever going to beat Eklent Kaci, it's now. He struggled with the break or the 7 if you'd like. Maybe even use the purple. Doesn't look like it. I don't know that he got away with this one.
So in this instance, he did make contact first with the 1 ball, the lowest numbered ball left on the table.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he did a great job on that 1-3 combination, avoiding the 6 and most of this match. I think that is ideal.
So it took his time to size it up, but he's made the 4-9 combination in the end, and so Kaci gets level once again. Back to the main table, 4-all here.
Okay. Alright, he's got cover.
Still looking for a good showing in a matchroom event, on an individual basis anyway, for the first time since this championship just over a year ago.
Don't know if it's percentage-wise the right play, the way the table lays. And he agrees. Yeah, he put some right spin on that, Michael, and it actually checked the cue ball up a little bit. Really interesting choice there. Okay, he played to edge the pink with the 1, and how did he do here? Complete cover, which I thought was a pretty big win.
Well, it was actually the other Kaci, looking for one more win to get through.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not the worst result. I'm surprised. Oh, how sweet. Really sweet. Yeah, there is that look of a snooker background right there. So
Melling, one of 5 British players who started out.
yeah, he's trying to take the bank. I don't think he... And that's why.
So it's a real battle, this, between 2 very experienced players. And it's Chris Melling who goes back in front now. He leads Eklent Kaci by 5 racks to 4. That one will be coming along in a while. Possibly quite a while, because it's a long way to go here, you would feel. Oh, but a bit less now, because we have our golden break.
Yeah, and it couldn't have come at a better time for Melling. Yeah, a little kiss from everywhere there. Oh, he felt comfortable just punching over, and I think he's landed absolutely perfect.
He'd even be able to play because he'd done himself a really bad foot injury. I think he even went to the hospital next to our hotel to have it checked out, but managed to come and play. Imran Majid in Atlantic City.
Yeah. Wow.
And that, for me, is the moment of the match so far.
At the heart rate's way up. He's got to bury the green here. He squeezed it in. Real heavy, though.
Looking to round out a 9-3 win over Torsten Homan. 5-all, though, between Oscar Dominguez and Mark Beisterbosch. Back here, Melling has not made the 1, but
That has helped things. Did he overcut this? He has. Oh, and look at this, to add insult to injury. Oh, he's avoided the 4. Wow.
so there have been some good weeks this year for him.
This early?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like the sort of match we're facing Kaci had he lost this one, but it doesn't look as though he's going to now. Chris Melling hasn't made the one, and a couple of balls did drop, and he did have a shot at the one. It was a testing cut. And he's gone on from there to finish the job. So he really needed that one, Kaci, after losing all of the last 3 racks. He's back to just a couple behind now.
Great signs for Gorst going forward. Not so much for Kaci. This is the one again on the break and scratches in the side. Yeah, he's going to leave himself stretched. Yeah, a little let up there. He has been known at times to struggle with the finish. Oh, and he's overcut this by a long shot. Forward here, 2 out towards the center. So I believe last rack and this rack, both Melling. One thing that does not get to Eklent Kaci is pressure.
Fedor Gorst had to go to the one-loss side on his way to winning this World Championship last year, but not so this time. He is through undefeated to single elimination, having just completed a 9-5 win over Francesco Candela.
How does Melling respond going forward? Really 2 pretty decent opportunities this game. That lead will shorten up to 1 game.
For Melling to have won this match by now. Instead, he's back to only a single rack in front. Eklent Kaci capitalising on.
No time like the present. Oh, the 1 rifles into the side. The 2 lays up on top rail.
The 6 a little out to the kick position. So he has just told Melling
Basically what he's going to do if he gets it back. How close he is to the cue ball. I'll be honest, I don't think you could hit it much better than that. I was surprised he used a low ball. I'm shocked that he played the 9 there. I'm totally shocked.
But yeah, an absolute gift for Kaci. I don't want to.
I'm quite taken back by the decision to carry him into the 9 by Melling. Don't want to end up straight here. That's okay. Here's a great look. He wanted a little more of that.
A key time in rack 10. Remarkable to think that since we got to the final of this World Championship last year, of avoiding a fate that looked to be heading his way not so long ago, Kaci, for the first time on his side in this match, has made it 3 in a row.
Yeah, big moment is right. Been struggles as of late for Kaci in the break shot. Oh, the 9 narrowly misses the side, but once again, funny layouts. Well, I got to get a look here, but I am behind the 1, but wasn't a huge fan of the rollout. He's giving it back. Well, he's fluked the 7. That was not by design. Just caught the 1 heavy.
What an opportunity now to reassert himself. A lot of challenge getting across the line against one of the biggest names in the game, but Chris Melling won't fall into that category at all. So experienced, been around a long time. Just doesn't fear reputations anyway. He's getting on with the job quickly here in rack 15.
Yeah, you made a good point there, Michael. He doesn't fear reputations. He's not thinking about the moment. He just goes on with it. Yes, he does have a problem at times closing. The reputations or the guys he's playing.
Well, but that remains the only time he's been behind in the entire contest. Melling first to the hill against Eklent Kaci. And he was 7-4 up in this match against Eklent Kaci, got pegged back to 7-all. But he's now on the hill at 8-7. Breaking, looking for the one more rack he needs. But nothing down, Scott.
Trying behind the 3, I feel like that's a little dangerous. Uh-oh. I believe he's found the gap. The worst place you could end up. I'll tell you what, Michael, to do just that. Yeah. But the kick is going to be fairly easy here. Pretty good. Did he leave the gap, though? Welding. It is. Oh, he's just missed it. A big chance for Kaci.
We could be heading for one rack to decide it all.
Looking for the trouble. Really can't find it. He's been in too many big pressure situations.
Well, it's going to take something unexpected now.
Chris had a chance to close and get to the hill. The one game that really stands out at me.
Wouldn't have entered his head at all if he'd made the shot. And that looks pretty much spot on. But he has completed a remarkable recovery to draw level here at 8-all.
Kaci to get a good break result. And he definitely didn't back off on the break. But he is snookered by just about everything. Yeah, can't fault this decision by any means. We had a really good view of that, and I don't feel that he had to swerve. Yeah, very, very confident stroke there.
Be certain he'll pour every little bit of concentration and consideration into every one of these shots.
Just get through this confident. very good there. Kind of get the monkey off your back, right? Going forward, the pressure really kind of becomes non-existent.
And you have plenty of chances to advance from there and go on to defeat last year's runner-up. But with a run which has seen him win 5 of the last 6 racks, he has defeated Chris Melling by 9 racks to 8. Kaci, who was 1 rack away from winning this championship for the first time last year, is through to single elimination. He has defeated British veteran Chris Melling